I wonder how many aha moments have you had in your life? I can remember one in particular is pretty powerful for me. It was in 1998. I was a 28-year-old kid. I was managing a business in Columbia, Missouri, and I had a meeting in Kansas City, Missouri. And as I was waiting to go to that meeting, or on my way to that meeting, I stopped by and saw my cousin, Janie. Janie asked me a question that I had contemplated very seriously. But she asked this question. She said, Jeff, are you taking your kids to church? I remember almost in my exact words. I said, no, I'm not. And I can remember what I was thinking on the inside at the same time. I don't like church. I've had poor experiences at church. Church is where people who are hypocrites go, and I'm not taking my kids there. And I'll never forget what she said to me when I said that to her. She says, oh, Jeff, it's not about you. It's about your children. Now, mind you, I didn't have a spiritual bone in my body. And so I at that point was really woke up to a reality that I, in fact, was leading my family in a wrong direction. At that time, we had 2 children, and 2 more were coming years down the road. And again, what I realized in my heart was that there is a reality check here. The reality check is your children need a fighting chance to have eternal life. They need to be in eternity to live forever. And there are 2 eternities that exist for every person that's ever been born and will be born. There's an eternity in hell, and there's an eternity in heaven. Not everybody goes to heaven. And I recognize, based on my leadership as a dad, based on my leadership as a husband, that I was leading not only myself, but my family to hell, because I was not introducing Jesus into their life. And because of that, they were going to suffer eternity. And so at that springtime in 1998, I started going to church again. Church is not what saves you, but church can be that conduit by which you can get Jesus into your life. And as you get Jesus into your life, you can find yourself among a community of believers that have the same goal as you do, which is connection with Jesus, to be like Jesus, and to be with Jesus in eternity. I was convicted of this. And so in March of 1998, I started going to church. I went to a different church than I did when I grew up, and I realized and learned some things I didn't know that I was missing. And I remember being immersed into Christ, baptized underwater into Christ. And from that day forward, it was an awakening aha moment that what I have in this life now is not near as important as my family being in eternity with me, having life. And so I want to encourage you, come to church this Sunday. I think you're going to find things that you were going to be surprised at, and you're going to find some things that need to change in your life. We all have that. And so this Sunday's message is called How to Lead Your Family into Eternal Life. And I know that if you just sit down for a moment and think about this, you want your family to live forever. And I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to give your children that chance to live forever. Doesn't matter if you're got a gray beard like I do and you have grandchildren. It's the same thing. You can still even now lead your family into eternal life. And so why not do that? The only reason that we wouldn't want to do that is because we're selfish. I'm just telling you, it's time to stop thinking about ourselves and start thinking about our kids and our family having eternal life through Jesus Christ. So show up to church on Sunday. I want to invite you here. Don't have to dress up. It's a casual event. No assigned seats. And we start at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. You can catch us on YouTube, Facebook. But I just want to encourage you, have you considered where your children are going to be when it comes to eternity? Because that's on you. I want to encourage you. Jesus will help you on that. And we'll do the best we can to help you too. See you then.